start off with this big one right here on top, because I have a feeling this is going to be the pièce de résistance. It's my birthday. I'm in a boot, so I don't have much mobility or ability to ride. So I figured, you know what? Let's order some parts. Let's do some Amazoning. Ah, yes. The D&M Performance. This is a dropper post. As most of you know who have aggressive sport, hardtails or full suspension bikes, the dropper post is a must. I got tired of pushing my post up and down, so you know what? Now we're gonna do it automatically. Boom, done. Let's see what else we got here. This one actually came in for my mom. This was a birthday present from Mom, so thanks, Mom. Let's see what we got. Circus. Some of that stuff. Some parts. Oh, nice. Okay. We got the Stuntman chest mount cam for mounting a gimbal to, but also a little bit more coverage, a little bit easier, a little bit more secure for doing the chest cam videos. So awesome. Not exactly a bike part, but it's definitely a bike enthusiast enjoyment. So thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. By the way, I'm going to put the link in the description to all of this information, to all these products. If you want to check them out, order some, feel free. If you just want to kind of see the specs, go for that as well. All right, last but not least, we got ourselves a shock pump. So these things, the dropper posts need to be pumped in order to get enough pressure to lift the seat. So I got a shock pump, which will allow me to get the pressure I need in it to lift my hefty ass up and down. It also will come in handy for my front shock when I get a front shock that actually is air rather than just non-adjustable type stuff. And this is my saddle. This is my current saddle. It's a ProMend saddle. Got this off of Amazon as well. A couple bucks, not super spendy, but it fits my sit bones a whole lot better. And because of its narrow profile, when it drops down, when I drop the seat, I can get it out of the way, of my stuff, so I don't do too much. Oh, but what is this? We got a last but not least package. Came in day after I last recorded the opening, so we're gonna go ahead and open that now. Show you what I got in here. This one I got for myself. Happy birthday to me. I saw it on a video from Seth's Bike Hacks. Seemed pretty damn cool. So I was like, I'm gonna give this a try with my ride. It is the Fidlock locking water bottle. This thing magnetically locks into place, pops off. He did a bike hacks video on it, and it basically survived the torture test of being dropped multiple times. It locks in place pretty gosh darn securely, so it definitely seemed like it was going to be something that I wanted for my bike for short rides where I don't want to carry my pack. So it's easy enough to get installed. I'm going to get it installed, and I will most certainly show you the finished product of all my installs. All right, and we are back. So I've got the installs completed. Ended up with a D&M dropper post install. As you can see here, the cabling on it I'm still working with, but the outside cabling is a little long. That way I can still pull the dropper post out without having to disconnect the cable, because as you can see over here, cable's got one of these cable ends on it, and this pin, you pull it out, the cable would slip through the bottom of this pin, but with this on there, it's not able to slip directly through this pin. So it kind of makes it a bit of an issue when you have that. I thought about cutting it off, but in the meantime, I'm just kind of stick with it. Kept the cable long, that way I can pull the post completely out and address the pressure. Right now I have the pressure set at 250 psi, which is basically the maximum it is. Some might think that's a little high, but for my size and weight, it definitely lifts me clean up off from the bottom without having to actually lift my butt off the seat if I wanted to, or I can lift my butt off and have it come up. You would think it would smack you in the nuts, but it definitely does not. I will demonstrate that here. So this is the bike with the post fully down, and then I'm going to go ahead and actuate the seat post. Goes up nice and smooth, nice and slow, nice and controlled without having to smack you in the nuts. So I route the cables against the frame down here and up along. I don't have internal cabling, so that's just the route I went with it. And then it came up over here with some zip ties holding it to the other cables. And then I chose to route the lever on this side, the outside portion of the shifter, mainly because it was easier as you're going to thumb it rather than to come all the way over here. Bit of a stretch with the thumb. So I'm very happy with the install. I'm excited to go out and test it and see what it can do. So that was number one. Number two, as you can see down here, what I ended up getting is that bottle that has the magnets that magnetically holds it on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post right over here a GoPro that faces that bottle. Hopefully I get a wide enough angle for you to basically see the bottle. I'm going to take it on a test ride. I'm going to go up to the park, do some jumps with it, go down some hills, see how it does. I'm also going to have it I'm going to have it full of fluid. That way you can see it slosh around and know that the weight of the fluid isn't going to actually disconnect the bottle from the holder. And that was pretty much it. Those were my two main upgrades to the bike. The other was the shock pump, but as you can see I have the stock oil shocks, so they don't have the shock pump hold fitting, but the dropper post does, so that's why I got that. The other thing I got was the Stuntman, which I'm going to be hooking the GoPro Hero 6 up to, and we'll be filming on it, so I'll be giving you a review as I ride of how it's doing. So thanks for coming along. Oh, and of course, while we're here, let's do a quick bike check. I haven't done one of those yet. I know it's kind of one of those things that most mountain bikers do. This is my 2016 Specialized Hard Rock 29. Well, the upgrades that I've done to it are put some race face grips on both sides, put a race face Atlas bar. This bar, I don't know the millimeters on it, so I don't even want to guess. It was a gift, so I just kind of went with it. I did end up shortening the stem with a Specialized shorter stem, so that it was a little bit easier to maneuver left and right, rather than have it stick clean out here and have it more of a pivot than an actual turn. I put myself a mud guard on the front. I did a video previously on my wheels and tires, so I won't go too far over those. But it's pretty much stock for the most part. There are some light upgrades, but not a ton. This is basically my entry-level starter mountain bike, and for the most part, I think it's definitely a good starting point. Getting a full suspension bike next year is going to be my goal, but for right now, this is what I'm working with. So let's take it on a test ride, and we'll see how it does.